Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Tank be chopping, and we back with another haircut tutorial. And on this haircut tutorial, all we gonna be doing is a low taper, leaving the length. He wanted to keep some length on top. So as you can see, first thing is first. What I'm doing is I'm clipping up all this long hair that he has. We didn't want to cut none of that off, so I wanted to make sure that we clip that up. That way we can blend the sides down the way I wanted to. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble clipping it up, but we got it right here in a second, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why, like I said, I wanted to part it like that is I didn't want to take too much of the hair from the top off. So that's why I parted it like that. But now, as y'all can see, I'm going in with my 1.5 guard on my red Low Pro FX1s. Once again, 1.5 guard lever closed. And as y'all can see, I'm debulking, but I'm also blending. I know most of the time y'all see me going with like a 4 guard or a 3 guard open, but I've been doing this new method that works. I like the way it works. You know, it's basically taking a 1.5 guard, and then anything longer than that, I clipper over comb. So that's basically what I've been doing here. So as you can see, I'm taking that 1.5 guard, debulking the sides, and still floating my clipper to make it easier for me to blend when it comes to me actually using some clipper over comb work. But as you can see, it's already kind of blended, and that's just for me floating the clipper. Excuse me. But as y'all can see here, now I'm taking my trimmer, setting in my initial bald guideline. Once again, we are keeping it low. We're doing somewhat of a low taper. And since I have the trimmers in my hand, I'm gonna go ahead and line him up over the ear and behind the ear. We're just gonna, take it down, line it up, clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna come back later on and really make it super sharp. Then I'm gonna follow that bald area with my Babyliss single foil UV shaver. Now I'm going in with my clipper all the way open, setting in another section. And we're not coming up too high. We're coming up about a finger's width, give or take. And then I'm gonna adjust my lever closed, little by little, working my way back down. So by the time my clipper is all the way closed, I should be working that bottom line. Now here is my 1 guard lever open. And if you know clippers and you know tools and links, your 1 guard lever open is basically a 1.5. Now it is a little shorter than the 1.5 guard, but for the most part, as you can see, it's blending into that 1.5 guard that I did earlier on in the cut. And I'm just gonna adjust my lever closed little by little, working my way down like I did in the previous section. And now I'm going back in with my 1.5 guard, doing some detail work, doing some more debulking, doing some more floating. And that's one thing I wanna talk to y'all a little bit about is the use of the floating technique. Now, the floating technique will work on some haircuts. It won't work at all on all haircuts. It just depends on the hair texture, the way the hair is laying, things of that nature. So it did work pretty good on this haircut, but it doesn't work like that with every single haircut. Just, I just wanted to put that out there. But now that we got the bulk of the blend basically done, I'm gonna go ahead and start to line him up. We are gonna first start to hit this C cup. And I wanted to do this because I wanted to see how that taper looked once it was lined up. So we're gonna go ahead and line up the C cup. And as you can see, I'm taking my time, just trying to take off a little bit of hair at a time until I get a nice curve. And as you can see, it's, at least in my eyes, it's making that blend pop a little more, making that blend look a little better. So obviously that's something that we want. So, we know we're on the right path. And I am using the Low Pro FX1 trimmers, the red Low Pro FX1 trimmers. But now we're going back. I wanted to talk a little bit about this. I'm doing clipper over comb. So anything that's longer than that 1.5 guard, I'm basically clipper over combing it. Not having that comb flat on the head, really pressed too far against the head. As you can see, the comb is kind of floating out a little bit. And that's just because I didn't want to leave like a little, like a dent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to explain it, but sometimes you can't take off too much hair and it looks like a dent in the hair. So that's obviously something that I wasn't trying to do. So that's why I kind of had that comb kind of floating away. I know you can angle your comb differently, but for me, it works good like that, right? But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the red Low Pro FX1 trimmer. Now, all in all, good trimmer. Not my favorite blade, right? I don't like the graphite blade. I mean, not that I don't like it. It's great for balding, but I like the other blades for lining up. However, I don't know what it is with this blade and on this trimmer or the way that it came, because I haven't zero gapped it. I've been using it straight out the box, but it's been working pretty good. Obviously it's not like a super hitter, like if they're gold FX ones or they're Low Pro FX ones, the regular ones with the blue MIM or with the blue blade, if those are like a 10, I would say these are probably like an 8 or so, so it's not as good, but still I think it's a better all around blade because you can bald out with it, line up with it, freehand with it. So I like this blade, but just for different reasons than I like the other blades. But as you can see, we're just getting that beard right, getting that goatee area right. We are going to trim this down later on in the cut, but I just wanted to line it up first before I did anything. That way we can have a look on how it looked, because he wasn't sure how much he wanted to trim. So, you know, I wanted to line it up first, and then I think later on in the cut, I actually trimmed it all down. But we're just going over the mustache with a 1 guard lever open, just because I think that's a perfect length for like a mustache. And now we're gonna move on to the edge up. As you can see, I'm starting off in the front and the top of my client's head, and wherever his hairline is, I'm setting in my initial guideline, and then I'm gonna work my way over towards this vertical bar. Remember guys, we're trying to be efficient, we're trying to be fast, but we're not trying to be too fast. You still, at least me, I like to take my time when I'm doing my lineups. I know some people rush through them a little bit, but me, I just take my time a little more than normal. But now we're moving on to the opposite side, and we're gonna be doing basically the same steps, a little different. Here I'm debulking on my 1.5 guard. Now as you can see, I'm taking the trimmer, and what I am doing is lining him up behind the ear, over the ear, and then we're gonna go ahead and bald him out. And then we're gonna follow that up with the shaver, and then we're gonna start blending. So once again, this is my lever open, setting in a section, and then closing my lever little by little, working my way down to blend that section out. Now we're going in with my 1 guard lever open, trying to blend into some of that bulk, you know, blend into some of that 1.5 guard work that we did earlier on. And now I'm doing my clipper over comb. So I did it slightly different, and the reason for that was the hair on this side laid a little differently, so I didn't like the way it looked. It looked a little too bulky, so I had to go in with clipper over comb and clean it up a little bit. And then now I'm just doing some detail work. That was my 1 guard. Here is no guard, just doing some more detail work. And then here is the half guard, doing some more detail work. You know, starting off with my lever open, closing it as needed, reverting back to my no guard. And now we're gonna go ahead and use them trimmers to line him up. Now I know some of y'all may say that I pushed him back on this C cup right here, but the reason why it looks like I pushed him back was because I was trying to make both sides match. Not every client, not both sides of their vertical bars or their C cup is gonna match. Sometimes you're gonna have to push one a little back or push it a little higher just to make sure that they both match on both sides. So that's basically why this side looks a little more pushed back, but that's just because I had to make it match the opposite side. So technically it's not a pushback, but if you do think it's a pushback, or if you don't, let me know down in the comments, man. Let me know what are your thoughts on that situation right there. But as you can see, we just lining up this side of the haircut, making sure that it matches the opposite side, making sure everything looks nice and sharp. He didn't want too sharp of a lineup in front, so we didn't really push him back. We just tried to clean up what we had. And then as y'all saw me do right there, I did take some blending shears and do a little bit more debulking because it was still not laying the way I wanted it to lay. But now we're moving on to some enhancements. We are using the Temptation by Kiss, and they do have this at Fort Worth Barber Supply along with these tools. So anything y'all see on this website, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code TANK10 to save yourself some money on all your order. No matter what brands or anything they have on their website, you can save yourself some money on that whole order by using my discount code TANK10. But as you can see here now, we're just cleaning up the mustache again with that 1 guard lever open. And then I believe this is a 1.5 open or maybe a 2 open. I don't remember what it was, but we're cleaning up the beard. You know, this is the length that he decided with, so we're taking it all down. And then we're gonna do the same thing to the opposite side. Now that that is done, I am gonna take my shaver, you know, clean up under the neck, in the goatee, the cheek area, the mustache area, all that, before we move on to the razor. Now, my camera did die when I was using the razor, so you're not gonna see me do the whole haircut with the razor. However, just so y'all know, I did use the razor on the whole cut, but like I said, my camera died, so you ain't really gonna be able to see it, so just use your imagination. Alright guys, but check it out, man. This is how my man came into the shop looking. This is the before look. As you can see, he has a lot of hair. He's trying to grow it out. He just wanted a nice taper. But this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe one time for your boy. Remember, guys, if you're in the Houston, Texas area and want a haircut from your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. If you want me to record it for YouTube, make sure to put that in the comment section. But nonetheless, man, that's basically it for this video. Remember, guys, if you want any discount on any of these tools or anything you see in this video, you can go to fwbarbersupply.com. Use my discount code go tank 10 and save yourself some money. But with that being said, man, let me know what y'all think about this cut. If you think it's fire, drop some fire emojis. If you think it's trash, drop some trash emojis. But with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time, let's go.